Good morning, everyone. Today is October 7th. We're going to go to our Purple ELAR English Language Arts and Reading class under classwork, and we're going to start with our reading lesson for today, October 7th, 2020, Wednesday, reading book 1, A Picture Day Perfection. We're going to the instructions. Today's learning objective is we will learn how to identify character traits as we read the selection A Picture Day Perfection. Our vocabulary words planned, perfect, hamper, disaster, scowl, mood, queasy, and fiddled. Our closing product is we will be able to identify at least 3 character traits from the main character in the reading selection. And this is our higher order thinking question. How does identifying character traits help the reader to comprehend the story? So as we're reading, we need to think about that. How does identifying the character traits help the reader comprehend the story? What you're going to turn in today is Know It, Show It, page 25, and your reader's response journal, A Picture Day Perfection, day 3. Now let's look at our anchor chart. External traits are the traits that we see on the outside. These are character traits that are external, like hair, clothing, height, facial expressions, and actions. The internal character traits is what the character is thinking and feeling, and if they're talking to themselves in their minds. The character's personality shows through the thoughts and words and feelings. And then remember, the external is what they're acting out, what they're doing, what we can see on the outside. So as we're reading the story, we need to think about that. Let's look at this video on character traits.
Hi there, graders. It's Miss Rizzo. Today I'm going to teach you your ELA breakdown lesson focusing on character traits. Good readers analyze clues, provide. Hi there, graders. What is a character? A character is a person or an animal in a story. And traits are adjectives that describe a character. There are 2 types of traits. External traits, which are outside features, and internal traits, which are inside features. Internal character traits. These are personality traits and you cannot see them. The readers, you and I, we need to look inside and analyze the characters. We do this by looking at thoughts, dialogue, feelings, and actions. So let's try it out. Let's first look at thoughts. Thoughts is what the character is thinking. Here's an example. Sarah looks like she is sitting all by herself at the lunch table again. I think that I'm going to go sit next to her and ask her how her weekend was. So the clue is that she was thinking she was going to go sit next to a girl who looked lonely. The character trait is caring, or that's the one that I chose. I'm sure there's other ones that may fit. Now let's look at dialogue. Dialogue is what the character says. You can do it, Patrick, yelled Mia from the sideline. The clue is that she yelled, "You can do it, Patrick." So her character trait is encouraging.
Okay, so based on this video, you can finish watching the rest of it on your own to see more examples right here in your Google Classroom. So based on the video, we see that character traits are how words that describe the character. They're adjectives that help us describe the character to help us understand his personality. And when you look at the character traits, when you look at the character based on what he's thinking, saying, or doing, that's how you get to decide what adjectives, what describing words to use. So we have to describe the character based on what he's doing. Before we start reading, let's look at those vocabulary words. Planned. Planned. If you plan, you decided ahead of time. Perfect. When something is perfect, it is the best it can be. Hamper. A hamper is a basket used to hold dirty clothes. Disaster. A disaster is an event that goes horribly wrong. Scowl. Look at it. Look at the face. Scowl is an angry frown. Mood. Your mood is the way you're feeling. Queasy. If you're queasy, your stomach hurts and you feel sick. Fiddled. If you fiddled with something, you kept touching it or playing with it. Okay, now let's look at our story. We're looking at the next 3 pages.
To school, my favorite shirt disappeared.
So yesterday we left off
Personally-
here.
Luckily,
Let's see.
personally, I thought we needed a little something.
Yesterday we left off here where the character got in trouble again.
To get us in a picture day mood. Oops, got myself in trouble. Again.
So look what he's thinking. He's thinking that he got in trouble again. What can that tell us? Let's keep thinking about that as we continue reading. If he's getting in trouble on the bus and then he got in trouble at school, what does that tell us about his character traits?
Luckily, I got to rejoin the class in time for art. Art involved quite a lot of paint. Or at least, did for me.
Look at the different expressions of the students. She's telling him, like, no, stop. And there's paint everywhere. And there's paint in the table. So from his character traits, we can see that he's messy. And he's not caring about other people.
What a mess. Finally, it was time to line up for our photos. Ned, just in front of me, got the last complimentary plastic cone. I watched as classmate after classmate smiled for the camera. I got queasy listening to everyone say cheese. I can't stand cheese. The mere thought of it turns me green, deeply green. And just as my face reached its most awful pea green shade, it was my turn. I stepped forward. I sat down on a stool. It was hard as a rock and as cold as an iceberg. Just a sec, said the photographer as he fiddled with the camera knobs. As I sat and waited, everything that had happened rushed through my mind. The monstrous messes, the muddles and the mix-ups, the whole day from the moment I rolled out of bed had gone.
Wow. So look at him. He's messy. He's not caring. He gets in trouble. He's a troublemaker. And he has an angry face. So maybe he's always angry. Let's look here at our character Wednesday. This one we're going to do together. So you don't have to do it. You can take notes in your journal if you would like. But we're gonna do it together just so that you can to practice. So here we're gonna put the book title. The book is called A Picture Day Perfection. And A Picture Day Perfection. And the character, it never told us his name, but we're just going to put boy. The trait. So we need to put the trait. He's a troublemaker. Troublemaker. And he's uncaring. We have to find at least 3. The third one is that he's also messy. Now look, we have to find text evidence. We have to find the textual evidence. So we need to go back to the story to find where we found those character traits.
Took me quite some time to unearth my favorite shirt. I finally found.
Okay, so where it said that his shirt was dirty and he wore it. That means that one's talking about uncaring. He didn't care that his shirt was dirty. The text evidence, so we're just going to put gray shirt is dirty. That's what the text told us. What else happened? He got paint all over his classmates. And we can put that over here too for messy. He got syrup all over himself. And the same thing with the paint. He got paint all over his classmates. Troublemaker. He got in trouble twice. He got in trouble on the bus and at school. Okay, can you think of another trait? Let's see. Choose a character from your book and write adjectives that describe the character. So here we're just going to practice describing this character. And we don't know his name, so we're just going to put boy. He's messy. He's a troublemaker. He's uncaring. He's angry. He's not nice. And he's also not friendly. Or you could say like this, unfriendly. Unfriendly. Okay, and this page is just the same as the first one. So we already have his traits up here. Okay, and we use text evidence. So something important about character traits is that you need to have text evidence. Okay, now let's go to your other page. This one is the one that you're turning in today, okay? It's your Know It, Show It. Page 25. Know It, Show It. Page 25. Ben has 7 set pets. So let's see, what are we doing? Circle the word that best completes each sentence. Circle the word that best completes each sentence. Ben has 7 pets. Ben has set pets. 7 makes the most sense. He likes to give with them. He likes to walk with them. Walk makes the most sense. They walk in a sure line. They walk in a sure. They walk in a line. In a line. Ben will upon them food. Ben will give them food. He will take them to the vet. Do will take them to the vet. He makes the most sense. Ben sure loves pets. Ben set loves pets. It sure makes the most sense. Do said you love pets. Said you love pets. Do you love pets? Do makes the most sense. Do you love pets? I said yes. I give yes. I said yes. Okay, so this is page 25 in your Know It, Show It book. And then when you are done with this page, you also need to do the Reader's Response Journal, A Picture Day Perfection Day 3. And go back to the class and complete AR books right here. Make sure you complete your AR books. The instructions are here, the website, and you search for this quiz number to take the quizzes. Thank you for watching this video.